billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Yes, we want to talk about the 7 points toward becoming a successful entrepreneur. And if you're patient enough to follow us through these videos that we're going to discuss, inshallah, you're going to get some key things that makes one person a distinguished among others. Very, very important 7 points that will make a strong base for a human being to become a successful entrepreneur. For any person, if you keep, because we are all unique people. So the first point we want to discuss is find out. Try to first of all believe that you as a human being, your creation is not by accident. It is a deliberate thing. You've been created deliberately in order to achieve something. That's very important. The more you understand that, and you start to feel that feeling in your heart that I am not an ordinary thing. What you think about, you bring about. That's a standard policy. Very, very important. We'll talk about that later, but this time around, try to understand that if you think you are an ordinary thing, you don't have a purpose in life, so that's it. But if you think you have a purpose, you think and you believe that God you did not just happen, but rather you've been created for a purpose, and you must achieve that purpose. It's going to be as big as you think and as small as you aspire. So now, what is your purpose? But before that, before the second point, the first point, get it clear. You've not been created ordinary. It's not by accident. You are here on this planet in order to do something. What is that thing? The question, the second step is, now you've understood that you have a purpose in this life. Alright? You have a purpose in this life. In order to make this out, somebody might decide to say, no, like the Islamists say, we believe that we've not created a man and a jinn except to worship me. That's what God is saying. But worship is not the whole life of a human being is a worship. As far as we're concerned, even the trees and the Jamaat, those non-living things, we all believe in Islam that they are worshiping God. So as far as the truth is concerned, whatever you do is part of worship. It depends on what you have in your heart. It depends on the intention you have. Is it for a good or for a bad? So keep that in mind. When we say you were created for a purpose, find out what that purpose is. Everybody is unique in his own way. The reason why some people are different is because of belief. What you think about, you believe about, and you think about, you bring about. Get that clear. The second question that you're supposed to have in mind is, now you've understood that you have a purpose in life, then my friend, watch. What is that purpose? Find out, ask yourself, what is my purpose in life? Why am I created? Right? If everybody has to do something, what am I going to do? What is it? Now, you are in the very, very important position. This, you can only find out that through introspection, right? You have to dig deep inside of you and think deep and try to look at yourself. However you look, however you become, whatever type of situation you find yourself, you can do something unique. Because you believe you can do it. Because you believe you have a purpose in life. Because that's why you are created. By your definition, this is what I've got to do. You know what's going to happen? Yes, that's going to be part of your goal. Or it could be your goal in life. It depends on how you see it. But find out first of all that you are created for a purpose, and find out what that purpose is. Remember, in order to find it, you have to have a lot of information about yourself and about the environment in which you live and about the world and how it exists and about so many things. That's why you can only generate that by reading, in listening, and talking to people, especially that have anything to do with that thing that you believe is what part of that thing you can also contribute in this world. So this takes you again and again, as far as the truth of the whole matter is concerned, is that you as a human being, you have to find out. If you can only find out who you are, even though some people can tell you, right? By studying you, somebody's going to tell you that if you can do something like that, you're going to be great. And you start to think about it. If somebody said that to you, does that really rhymes with what is in your heart? Have you ever seen that you can do something as in line with what that guy is saying? If it's yes, fine. Then concentrate and read about that and work toward that. Work really hard, my friend. And before you know, you are going to see things, happening in line with your thoughts. That's why in the beginning we said, thinking, it's a living thing. When you think and think again, remember, you are in a creation process. The more you are thinking, you are in a creation process. You see, that's why even in Islam, Prophet Muhammad said, always makes a positive conjunction. You want to think positive. Say one, okay? Good conjunction. When you got to think about something, make it a positive. Make a positive thinking, because positive is going to happen. If you make negative thinking or negative, believe in things, the negative thing, that's another form of prayer. That's why we advise our people, our friends, and our students to think positively and act with knowledge. Don't act out of wishes. No, whims and wishes. Back it with knowledge and act upon the knowledge. Right. So this is the second point, and we made it the third point.